Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my latest 3rd edition Horus Heresy Battle Report. It turns out I've got some Iron Warriors with me, and their first victim is going to be Just Craig and his White Scars. And today we're going to introduce Craig to Phosphex. So a big shout out to Steve Not Rog for leaving his Iron Warriors here for me to look after and play with. And so I had a couple of games off camera just to get my head around them. I've come up with a 3,000 point list for you with a little bit of Phosphex in it. It's going to be fun. And today we've got the White Scars swooping in out of the wastes here. And the Iron Warriors are going to be defending this installation down here. We've decided we're gonna do diagonal deployment. It's not even in the main rulebook. Straight down the center of the field, 12 inches from the diagonal. And we're also going to be playing a version of a 3rd edition mission here. Did I say 3rd edition? I meant to say 2nd edition. You'll also notice that my throat is I've got a little bit of a cold. Nurgle has touched me. I feel fine. I'm just really blocked for some reason. Anyway, 2nd edition mission. So none of this jumping in and out of Rhino stuff. What we've got is an objective here. This is the point of egress for the White Scars. And then we've got all the Iron Warriors one is down here, right next to the installation of the entranceway of the installation. And the way this is going to work is if you take your opponent's objective, you win. But if neither of us manage to take each objective, or both of us take each other's objectives, then it's going to come down to secondaries. It's going to be D3 for Kill More and D3 for Warlord. Right, there's a version of this mission in the 1st and 2nd edition Horus Heresy thing. I forget what the mission's called. But basically, we're trying to take each other's objectives. And so that means that vehicles can never hold objectives. And the White Scars have a few cavalry. They can't hold objectives as well. As the battle progresses, it becomes clear that you can't take your enemy's objective. Then it switches on the fly. Then you get into full-on defensive mode. And no one takes his other objective. And it just comes down to kill more. And if the Warlord's dead, there's tactics to it. I like it. It was one of my favourite missions to play in the previous editions of Heresy. You're not just trying to outscore each other. You're trying to do something. The White Scars really want that Fortress of Redemption down there. And we really want to push them off the back of this battle grid. It should be fun. 5 turns as well. Should be good. Hi, Just Craig. Welcome back.
Hiya.
Why are Iron Warriors your favourite army?
Because they should just die, right?
What? Have you ever played against Iron Warriors?
I have once.
You
yes.
have? When was that? Way back?
It was against a Warsmith.
Was it? Proper Warsmith?
A proper Warsmith. A living, breathing one.
Okay. How did it go for you back then? Was it?
It was 2nd edition. It was good. I knew which units to ignore because for Return Fire can hurt.
Right. Do you know which units to ignore?
I know which units to ignore.
Yeah. I think it's fairly obvious, yeah. Okay, so this is 3,000 points on the nose of our heroes of this story, the good guys, the overlooked, the downtrodden, the Viva la Resistance, let's rise up and cast down that dictatorship, the Iron Warriors. The flesh is weak, my friend. No, it's the other one.
That's
Iron within, iron without. Like Just Craig, right? Their special rule is they never take any modifiers to pinning, suppressing, panicking. Do you have any weapons like that at all?
Yeah, just a few. So that's wasted points, isn't it?
Yes, but good, because I have also gone up against Iron Warriors with an army that I had, and they didn't have any panicking, but none of that
really good
stuff.
Special rule at that point.
So it completely negates the Iron Warriors thing. The other thing Iron Warriors do is they've got a once per game special reaction, whereas if you shoot at them, they can shoot back twice with Overload 1. So they want to shoot you, and they're not scared when they get shelled. Here are the heroes along the front. We have a Warsmith, we have a Centurion who's a paragon of battle, and we have a Siege Breaker. And in their fists there, these are all Graviton hammers. They have better hammers, which are higher strength than pin. That's what they do. And the Warsmith is going to be chonking around with 3 of the Iron Circle. They have a 2-up save native and a 5-up invulnerable save. Toughness 7 with 4 wounds to get through. And the Warsmith, he can heal them up a bit. And their special rule is you can never put any pinning shots on your Warsmith while he's got some robots with them. And those shields half all damage rounding up. So a multi-melter blast into a member of the Iron Circle will just do 2 damage instead of 3 damage. Or stationary las cannons that normally do 2 damage are just going to do 1 damage to them. And of course your Warsmith there, he built them robots, or he helped Rabo tinker with them. So he's got a servo arm and he can help heal them back up again and put wounds back on them. They're just going to tank their way across the battlefield and not die and not give up Warlord, because they're going to be supported by 10 Tyrant Siege Terminators. In previous editions, they had 20 shots. Now they've got 10. They just got 10 shots when they shoot, unless they do the once per battle Iron Warriors thing and fire back twice, return fire twice. And their chonky missiles are only ever AP3, but they are armor bane. And they do another version where it's like 3 shots. They've got an anti-infantry, anti-tank version, then the anti-infantry version can breach on 6s. So they are expensive. I think it's like 575 points for 10 of them. They are expensive because they're all cataphracti and they all have power fists. And their special rule is ignores cover. And my Siege Breaker has got an augury scanner, so they ignore cover, ignore shrouded. So that's really good. You're just taking armor saves or invulnerable saves against those things. That's what's happening there. And I'm going to put the Centurion in there, who's also a Paragon of Battle. He's been pimped up. So I've got 2 big rocks. One of them really shooty. One of them really punchy. These robots, they also have graviton hammers. So higher strength pinning hammers. And their weapons on their back as well. Those Mauler pattern bolt cannons. They all pin as well. So there's quite a bit of pinning coming out here. In the troop slot, we've got 32 Marines, and the squad with the banners and things, and the 12-man squad, they're veterans. I can put a veteran inside the Terminator squad as well with all the detachments unlocking. So we've got Master Sergeants, but we're making our troops veterans for higher leadership and higher call. And this unit at the front, they're just naked. We've got an autocannon team because Iron Warriors love autocannons, and I've got 9 of them with points. And then we've got a Kratos in the backfield, and I've given it all the las, all the melters, multi-melter, pinnacle stuff. It's glorious. It's glorious. Iron within and all that stuff. Now, Phosphex. So you need a triple rapier team, and then you need to pay the 20 points upgrades to give them more mortar shells. Then it's another 15 point upgrades to give them more Phosphex shells, but you can only get Phosphex shells if you bring along a Siege Breaker, who's 115 points. So for the cheap cost of 115 points, plus 15 points each for the Phosphex, you get Phosphex shells. And the Phosphex shells are exactly the same as the Phosphex shells on the shoulders of the Leviathan there, except that the shoulders of the Leviathan, they're only 18-inch range direct fire and 1 shot, so you've only got 3, and once they're fired, they're fired. These are 24-inch range, and you can fire them indirectly. But the Warsmith is a Cognis Signum, and the Siege Breaker has a Cognis Signum. So if they can see the target, then the Rapiers are not firing indirectly. And Phosphex, AP3, Poison 3 up, Panic -3. Phosphex makes Space Marines run away. At least that's the plan. Only 18-inch range though on the Leviathan, 24-inch range on the Rapier team. So not a wide field of fire. But let's face it, if Panic 3 weaponry had a wild field of fire, and I'm looking at you, Admech, then that would be terribly, terribly scary. So yeah, lots of anti-infantry fire, quite a bit of anti-tank fire, quite a few big rocks chonking our way forward. We're going to be speedy and fast, like normal Space Marines are speedy and fast. We're all good, except for the heavy things here and the heavy things there. Apart from that, we're all good. We're going to be speedy and fast, but somehow I don't think we're going to be more speedier than the White Scars. And this is 3,000 points worth of White Scars on the nose, and every time I look at it, I just it looks so good.
Thank you very much.
The White Scars pop, particularly with the bases that you've done, the White Scars absolutely pop. Now, White Scars, talk about speedy and fast, is they go +2 more.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what speedy and fast actually is.
Just +2. So their Marines move 9
inches.
And
yeah.
the Rhinos move
18
14.
Inches.
And the bikes move
18.
18
yes,
inches.
18-inch bikes.
Now, the other thing that White Scars do, so you know, like reactions and things. So we have movement phase reactions based on initiative.
Yep.
White Scars, basically their advanced reaction is, don't worry about that rule. Don't worry about the movement-based reaction on initiative. You can make a movement reaction based on your movement.
Yep.
And you can keep doing it.
Yep, it's not once per game.
It's not once per game. So you could do it 3 times in the same phase. And because it's a movement reaction, not an initiative reaction, tanks can do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're moving quicker, and then in your opponent's phase, they're just moving again.
Yep.
Dancing around.
But no, they're not.
All over the place.
White Scars.
I love it. So I know what I'm getting myself in for here. Whether I'll be able to pin any down, shell any down and make them break, or whether they just smash through the lines, whether they dance around it. You've got the movement to outmaneuver the small army.
Yep.
But it's, yes.
Status is going to hurt.
It's going to be very, well, from some of my units are chucking out some statuses. So you've got to pay the status tax because I'm not going to catch you. Anyway, dudes and things, who's this?
This is Kinzar. He is my high command slot.
Yes.
He is leading the army. Realistically, he is the 2-up, 4-up model, and he has got weapons which crit on a 5-up.
Yeah.
So he should be quite nice.
220 points is one of the most expensive single characters because he can just pick a unit that's in reserve and tell it to come on.
Yes, guaranteed.
No dice rolling,
Yep.
anything like that. So, I mean, you can deep strike bikes in.
Yep.
But you can also leave a unit off if
Yep.
you want to and bring them on in turn 1 or 2 and bring them on in turns 1 and 2. So he's
has a
good.
bit more functionality to the army. I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else we've got?
In the normal command slots,
Right.
we've got Hebrew Khan.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 Khans.
And 2 Khans, another named character.
Yeah.
He is expendable, so if he dies, he doesn't give up points, but I don't think it's going to come into effect on this game.
Yes.
Yeah, he's initiative 6. He should be quite nice.
Initiative 6 on the charge. Rocking around in the command squad, is that 5 fists?
That is 5 fists, 5 chain axes, all 10 shields.
And they're going to go in a rhino?
They will go in Rhino.
Okay. And then we've got 3 tactical squads.
3 tactical squads, yeah, they've got Nuncio Vox, which obviously is not going to have much effect.
Well, no, Nuncio Fox is going to have effect for you if you get pinned.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
not off the
If I'm
jumping
running
in and
towards
off
you, I
of
don't wanna
object. Yeah, exactly. Maybe not coming into effect for the jumping in and off objectives, jumping in and out of rhinos, but certainly coming into effect in turn 5 if you're falling back and suddenly pass the thing and you're good and you hold the objective and win the day.
I'm going to. It's fine.
Well,
It's fine.
we'll see. There's another name guy over here.
Yeah, he is a
non-named guy.
Stormseer. He's not a named guy. He is one of the Stormseers. Brought along to give me an ability which allows me to make a... if I cast his ability, the unit he's with just gets to run up the table and count as a normal move. So
Gets
they can
to-
do that then charge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So add their
bikes,
initiative onto their movement and still charge.
run and charge with a unit of bikes that already go 18.
Yeah, 22-inch movement, then a charge. Turn 1 charge, maybe?
Seem like, well,
If I don't die first.
yeah.
I've learned a lesson the hard way with that unit.
turn 2 counter charge, something like that maybe. Okay, so speed and punch because we've got the what Keshig are them?
Golden Keshig.
They're the golden
They're the
Keshig.
golden.
They can stab you with a lance once.
Yeah, it's only 1 attack, but it's high strength,
High initiative, high damage.
Yeah.
It's just mean, but once. And then these are the Ebon
They're
Keshig.
the Ebon Keshig.
And
yes.
these are the feel no pain ones. They
Yeah.
don't give
So
no.
kind of a standard Tartarus squad, but it gets set feel no pain.
Yes.
They've got expendable ability as well. And we've got a Power Glaives, which is a White Scar weapon. So it's AP3, but it's impact AP. So it's AP2 on the charge.
Okay.
So that's quite a nice unit. I like
They're
it.
here to die.
Yeah.
And then
Or redeem themselves.
cool.
They're going to redeem themselves.
And then in the bike section,
Yes, so in the bike sections, a unit of 6 Outriders with double plasma,
nice,
a unit of land speeders, double motor on each.
nice.
Yep. Volkite squad of scimitar jet bikes,
Yes.
multi-motor squad of scimitar jet bikes,
Okay.
and then 3 javelins with as much lads as I can do in this edition and a heavy bolter.
Cool.
Nice
So
and easy, nice and quick.
that's your long range anti-tank.
Yep.
And then the Volkite is your long range anti-infantry.
Yep, that's a harassment unit.
And then you've got more short range anti-tank with the speeders over there and the bikes over here. So quite a mixture of stuff. This army though, the last couple of times we played,
It's gone very differently each time.
it's yes. And also, because you haven't got much 2-up saves in it,
It's going to hurt.
there's a lot of 3-up saves everywhere.
So only 2-ups are the Golden Keshig in the command squad.
And the command squad they have a 2-up save and a 5-up save in
combat.
Yeah, so there's an absolute wave of them. But yeah, we played a couple of games where your body count has been high, but then it's gone the other way.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm looking at it again, thinking I have no idea how this is going to go, but I'm here to find out. Let's roll some dice.
Let's tell the story.
1 minute before we start, look what Jess Craig has gifted me. It actually says the word on the thing on that you are a genius.
It annoyed me. Just icon doesn't mean anything.
The icon is, yes, but routed is routed. And okay, there's 8 in there. Where do you selling these?
Yes,
where and how?
Message me on Discord if you want them, or they're on eBay. Just look Horus Heresy status markers.
Okay.
And they're the only ones for words.
Only $1 million.
1 million of your finest dollars.
Yes. Okay, here we are after deployment with 6 of the White Scars units in standard reserve for now. And you can tell by their deployment that they're going second. They've hidden everything from the traitorous force. I can't see anything down here as they zoom through the canyons down towards my deployment zone. With a Warsmith and a Leviathan and a Kratos anchoring here, Phosphex in the middle with autocannons, and Tyrant Siege Terminators around this side. Now, I can't hold my objective. It's all about taking your opponent's objective, but I do need troops down here to stop the enemy from scoring it. I just can't run off. The White Scars will take it. And we haven't given a points value to the objectives. They're the primary. Take each other's objectives. But line will kick in to deny. So if I've got a couple of line guys here and there's like one Terminator trying to score it at the end of the game, that Terminator won't be able to score it because line counts as more models. And then if neither of us take each other's objectives, then we'll start rolling dice. D3 for kill more, D3 for Warlord. And my Warlord, well, I've given him as much protection as I can. And the goal is to make his way down there. I've left 2 tactical squads in Rhinos in reserve because they could come on along here or along there, sweeping it. That's why the White Scars have left so much in reserve, because in 3rd edition you come on from your board edge, which is anywhere to a point in the deployment zone, so they can come in all the way up here from reserve and swing in straight to the installation that way, which is why the Tyrant Siege Terminators are anchoring here. Now they're heavy. There wasn't enough room to put them right up in the middle. And then 5 turns, heavy, going through light cover and to get... No, they're not getting all the way down there. What they are going to be doing, the Tyrant Siege, is supplying lots and lots of firepower and making sure that if you want to try and take this one, if the White Scars want to take the entrance to the installation, they're going to have to bleed to do it. I mean, in this game type, there is an argument to say, right, I'm going to hold firm, and just fight over the secondaries. That's a way to play it as well. But the White Scars are being sneaky for now. With many things in reserve. I'm assuming you don't want to steal the initiative because you're a good guy, and good guys do not... right. Nothing to do with the fact that you entirely counter-deployed my entire army.
Nothing to do with that. I'm a loyalist for the Emperor. I'm a good guy.
Right. Okay. So while the Iron Warriors can hear the belch of Promethean engines in the distance, they certainly can't see the White Scars yet. They're just beginning to pop up on the augury arrays. As we go into Iron Warriors, turn 1. And so the Iron Warriors know that the Loyalists are coming, and they begin to set their defences with Tyrant Siege Terminators embarking all across this installation here, along with the autocannon team. And there's a push around the flank with the giant tank, with the giant dreadnought and the giant robots. The Iron Circle. There is double multi-melter speeders over here that could zip round, but we're not going to be in melter range of the Kratos just yet. They could glance it, but he's got Battlesmith. He could remove stasises. That's why we're doing this. And we're also doing this because it's about the only thing in this turn that can shoot. And so there's 2 Iron Circle that can see the Golden Kesheg, and they hit on 3s with their shrapnel cannons. And they wound on 3s, but 6 is shred. So they're shreddy, and they're normal saves.
Let's do this. 2 up.
Okay.
1 wound.
There's a tickle. Just a tickle. Just 1 wound. But it does pin. And they can be pinned on bikes. And now the Kratos is going to shoot at them as well. Kratos have the stable rule, so they always count as stationary. So here's the coaxial autocannon thumping away. And that's 2 2-up saves. And that kills one of them. Here's the giant gun in the nose. The melted blast gun hits once. And it just kills one.
Obliterates one.
Yeah, they don't have an invulnerable save. Then can the last... all the last cannons hit! This is going to be painful. I mean, that's all I am shooting, so some pain in turn 1 is nice. And we kill 3 more. And so at the end of that shooting attack, there's 1 left with your thing. That was painful, wasn't it?
That was a bit of a mistake, wasn't it?
Well...
I said I'd learned, and yeah.
They always get picked on.
Yeah.
To be fair, they are the scariest thing in your army.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I'm picking on them, and that's the end of the Iron Warrior shooting phase.
YouTube test?
Yes, which they passed, and then the cool check for the pinning one, which 1 minute. It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan because it turns out at pinning 1, it's enough to pin that unit in place, and we get to show off these lovely things that you can get on the Discord or ping him on the Instagram. Anyway, that's the end of Iron Warriors turn 1. I did a thing and set up my positioning. Now in turn 1 for the White Scars, the way reserves work is you can roll for all the 6 units, and then any that you pass you can choose to keep off anyway. So the question is, how many units do the White Scars choose to bring on? Because they're definitely going to pass some of their rolls in Loyalists turn 1. Okay, so after rolling for all the reserves and things, these are the units that Just Craig is keeping off. Both of the tactical squads in Rhinos and the command squad in a Rhino. And these are the finest chocolate Belgian biscuits that he brought along with him.
Not a bribe.
Not a bribe. And I must say he's got great taste in biscuits. And then here we are at the end of the White Scars movement phase, setting up for a turn 2 punch.
Yeah.
Not a turn 1 punch. Queen Tsar has come running on over here with his Eben Keshig, sticking to cover for now, trying to evade any interceptor reactions. We've got some Outriders zipping around here, and the Speeders zipping over there, putting themselves relatively close to harm's way. But the only real guns that are going to erupt are up here, from the Volkite Sky Hunters and from the Las Cannons, from the Scimitars. No, not the Scimitars, Javelins.
The other way around.
Sorry about that. Bit blocked up today and it's doing funny things with my head. I've just taken a second coffee as well. I never drink 2 coffees in the morning, so this is just give it a little bit more energy. You are worried about the return fire from the autocannon team because it could be absolutely brutal. But then once it's returned fire once, what about the second time? So is that the plan? To try and trade out one of these units for the autocannon units just to get rid of the autocannon units?
I'm not confessing to that, but yeah.
Okay, let's unleash hell. We're opening up with the Volkite jet bikes, and the autocannon team will do the once per battle Iron Warriors thing to return fire more. It means I'm blowing my load early, but it means I should be able to get rid of those bikes, question mark?
Starting, hitting on freeze.
Yes, Volkite love.
Do you on 2s?
Yes. Here's many 3-up saves. I lose 4.
4 deflagrates.
All right, 3 more saves. I lose 5 in total, which means I've got 4 left. But the return fire happens at the same time. Yes. Now, autocannon's 2 shots. When you're stationary, when you return fire, counts heavy 3. And then Iron Warriors, 4 shots each. And I've got to do this 9 times because on 1s they overload, and the overload shot wounds me and kills 1.
Yeah.
1,000 dice rolls later, this is the saving throw that overloaded and killed 1 more of me. Mm-hmm. And then these are all the wounds. And 6 breach.
Yep.
And wipe out the Volkite squad. And that still leaves 3 of the heavy support team here who are now getting shot at by las cannons from the javelins.
Yeah, we'll start with the las. Hit on freeze.
Well, that's 3 hits. Wounds on 2s. They all wound. I'm in solid cover. Doesn't help me. But the heavy weapon team are entirely wiped out, trading out for a unit of bikes there. They're 300 points. The bikes pack just over 200 points. We've still got a little bit more shooting as well. Well, these Outriders here that can shoot through this gap, hit the iron circle. The iron circle are not going to stand and take it. They're going to return fire. Keeping the finger on the trigger, everything hits on 3s.
Yep.
Don't roll any
Don't
ones.
roll ones.
Those are
What?
3 ones.
4 ones. What?
So here's the ones that might wound you in on 2s. 5s are 2 right.
So it's 2 breaching there.
Yeah, and then they're 3 up saves. Okay, so you lose a bike.
Yep.
One of the battery packs explodes.
Well and truly.
And then the ones that hit me are strength 7 versus toughness 7. And
there we go.
they all wound. And we were both surprised. To discover it breaches on a 4, not a 5.
Yep.
So everything breached. So 5 up and runs. You killed one of my robots already.
Victory, blood.
Did they blow up? I'm not sure they blow up, but one gets cut in half. So the Outriders lose 1 of their number in the gunfire in the middle there, but taking down one of the massive automata. Definitely a win, and that is the end of the shooting phase for the Loyalists, setting up on the right and setting up on the left, ready to do some pouncing in turn 2. I've still got a couple of units in Rhinos that can come rolling on, and they potentially could come rolling on this edge, but there's multi-melters there and multi-melters there. There's many melters. I could potentially... No, because it's 12 inches down. I'm not sure I can get in close combat with them in turn 2. I do have a leadership test to make on my Iron Father. Not Iron Father, damn it. I'd said at the start, Iron Father's Warsmith is...
These were Iron Hands when we were talking pre-game.
I'm going to get so confused. So much iron going on. Anyway, leadership 10. We hold. Then a cool 9 on your dude.
Cool 8, I thought.
Well, it's not -1 anymore.
Yes.
So on these guys, to see if they lose their status, they're no longer pinned. And so at the end of turn 1, the White Scars have sprung their trap and revealed their intent. But the Iron Warriors will not yield. They will not relent, and we will not give up this fortification as we go on to Traitors turn 2. And here we are at the very start of the Iron Warriors, the hero story. We have to pause in the movement phase because I'm trying to bait reactions. I rocked on with a Rhino over here with a bunch of dudes because that's your Warlord. Is this your Warlord?
Yes.
That's Quinzal, your Warlord, with the Ebon Kisheg. And I don't want them doing White Scars things and running really quickly and charging the Tyrant Siege Terminators, but he didn't take that bait. And then, before I move anything else, we have a Rhino going straight up the gut here. Multi-melters right in front of them. Multi-melters over here. And you are choosing to intercept the
I'm
Rhino.
going to grab this.
Let's see if we can crack it open. You only need 1 to get through because it's damage 6 right now.
4 shots.
Yes.
Snapshots. 5s to hit.
There's 2.
2.
There's 2.
Dreams
Strength
alive.
8. Front number 12.
Strength 9.
Right. Strength 9. So it's definitely dead. They don't blow up. The unit inside could be pinned. They're not pinned. So the Rhino's on fire. Check out these nice flamey tokens from marchofwar.co.uk. And the guys get out, and we could do the charge. It will be a disordered charge. But the interesting thing is, now they've fired, they can't return fire at Kratos. So surely that means the Kratos needs to move round and shoot at the speeders, and then we can't be return fire. But then there's bikers over here with melters that will jump and try and kill my Kratos. I can see why you did it, Craig. If I come too far forward to kill the speeders, then these things pounce like a hungry badger in the bush. So I could pull back with a that gets me thinking. Right, let's continue with the Iron Warriors. Movement phase. Just Craig.
Yeah.
I think I just called a Space Marine a hungry badger. If you had to pick an angry, rodent animal to represent a Space
Maybe a
Marine.
ferret over a...
Ferret?
Yeah.
Oh, honey badger.
Oh.
They're angry people. So what I did was come back to the Kratos last. Check out everything else first. So the obvious things are my Warsmith, my Warlord, continue chonking straight down towards them, and the Tyrant Siege Terminators, their big shots go from damage 1 to damage 2 if they stay stationary, but I didn't want them stationary. I want them walking all over the platform so that they can get into a commanding field of fire. So they came around that way, and then after I moved the Leviathan forward and the Tyrant Siege Terminators forward, it turns out the only thing that I can get some decent shots into are a bunch of Las cannon javelins are definitely going to return fire to one of those units. But I don't think I can kill them all with that amount of firepower, so it made the decision with the Kratos easy, particularly as if I come round here, I go into multi-melter hell. So let's come round here, pour everything into the speeders. You removed my heavy weapons team from the table. I want to remove one of your longest ranged heavy weapon team from the table. It's just that they're strapped to the underside of grav go-karts. While all that's going on, we're holding with defensive positions back here at the outpost. All the phosphex that I wanted to show everyone, still out of range on the phosphex shots. And on this guy over here, on the Leviathan. But the Leviathan is in range of this front guy. So let's tickle him with a Leviathan Storm Cannon Array. Just Greg.
Yeah.
Are you returning fire against this, or are you going to wait for something more juicy to shoot at these? How are you feeling?
I've currently got 3 of them.
Yep.
So I'm going to return fire whilst I know I have 3 of them.
Brilliant. That's the correct life choice. We're hitting you on 3s, and we missed 3 times. Strength 7, toughness 6. So we're looking for 3s and 5s breach. So you might not lose many at all, because that's just a flat 2 wound. You can do all of them. No, actually, yeah, you're right. The 2s didn't. Yeah. It's just, yeah. What am I doing? Okay, I killed 1.
Yep.
And then I fired the Volkite in and nothing happened. Okay, so I kill 1. You're returning fire with all the las cannons.
Yes.
These hit on 3s.
Yep.
And that's better shooting than me. It is a Leviathan, though. It's 3 to wound it. He's a chunky boy. And you wound twice. 2 invulnerable saves coming up. The Leviathan takes its first 2 wounds. It's down to 7. 6 remaining. No. Brain. Starts with 7. Minus 2. Add the math.
5.
Carry the 3. 5. It's 5 remaining. Right. Then we did the bolt of fire in. No further wounds caused on the Leviathan. It's on 5 remaining. Now the Kratos is a stable platform. You can fire in lots of different directions. So before we unleash with the Kratos, the only thing the Tyrant Siege Terminators can see is your land speeders. They've already returned fire, so we're going to shoot at them. One of them is a Master Sergeant, which means he's going to hit on a 2, and he hits. And the rest hit on 3s. And these are Strength 9. Essentially, Tyrant Siege Terminators have AP3 las cannons. The sats are exactly the same, except for AP3. And that kills another 1 and puts the last one down to 1 wound. And finally, to seal the deal, we have the Kratos. The guns on that side and the turret, just in case I miss, are all going to go into the speeder to get rid of the speeder. And we're going to have 2 lance cannons forming a separate fire group coming down into the bikers here. Kratos, very expensive, but they can stable. They can split fire. We're splitting fire. Anyway, here's the massive melter blast gun of doom into your speeder. It does hit. Good, right. And it kills it. Right.
Yeah, well,
Didn't even need the las cannons that way. He's gone. And then 2 las cannons into the outriders. 1 hit, 1 miss. And doesn't even wound. They duck and weave below the las cannon fire. Right, that's the big guns from the Iron Warriors. In turn 1, managed to get rid of a unit of bikes. And in turn 2, managed to get rid of the speeders, taking away the tools in their toolbox, the long range firepower. And now we're doing the stuff just for the lols. I got 20 bolt gunshots here firing into Terminators. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if one of them died to bolt of fire? Let's do this. It's your Warlord's unit as well, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wouldn't want him losing, rolling lots of 1s and running off the table or anything like that. Would be, just be a bit embarrassing. He's only just turned up on the battlefield as well. I don't know why he's late to the party. Right, 5 2-up saves.
2-ups.
Just 1 drop of blood we're looking for. There's a couple of 1s.
Think some feel no pain.
Oh yeah, they do feel no pain. No. Right, no, they definitely feel some pain. Yeah, so we got 1. That was good. That was a bonus. Talking about bonuses, the last thing left to fire, because all my phosphex is out of range. Not mad about it. They're going to be in range at some point. We're going to rain some hate down here if they dare to step foot anywhere near that installation. Anyway, what we can do is pin. Well, these shots coming into outriders, let's try and pin them. And the White Scars still have a reaction, so they are returning fire on this. But we're looking for 2s to wound them, and it does pin, and that's 6 shreds. So here's a bunch of 3-up saves.
There we go.
Nothing happened, and then 1 3-up save, which does 2 damage. The shreddy wheat 1. We got 1.
1 dead.
Here's the 10 shots back again. Maximum fire.
Maximum fire.
Finger on the trigger time. There's a couple of overloads. We'll do that in a minute.
4s to win, you.
Yeah, and they breach on 4. Oh, they're good at that, these Outriders.
Yeah,
they were under... they were lower down the priority target for me, but they're rapidly getting up there.
Output.
They are getting up there. Fight. You kill another robot. All of a sudden, my Warsmith is looking somewhat exposed. He did have a big iron wall with him, but now that wall is crumbling, and only for one Outrider in return. But that is the end of my shooting phase. They're going to have to make a leadership test at -1.
So leadership
So 7 or less.
They're good.
They're not pinned. We didn't pin them in place. And then over here, we could do a disordered charge from that Rhino. They've already reacted. They can't volley fire on the way in because those are heavy weapons. But I'm disordered getting out of a vehicle. No setup move. No volley fire. Just 2d6 inches. And 6 will get them in there. And after piling in, we end up here a unit of 12 tactical marines, the bravest boys, taking on the speeders on 4s. That was only 4 hits. We need 5s to wound the speeders, because speeders, 2 wounds, 2 threat saves. You make them both. I don't have any upgrades or anything in this tactical squad, so punch me back on 4s. And you hit twice. Wound on the 3 hits as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what am I talking about? So yeah, just 1 wound, and I make the save. Now, interestingly, no wounds caused on either side, but you are outnumbered by quite a lot.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So it's leadership -1. You can count as losing the combat. And they're routed. And a humble unit of tactical marines, 120 points, make some white scars break.
Unheard of.
Unheard of. Well, you know.
There's only 2 of them.
Iron Warriors are definitely better than White Scars. White Scars are clearly the cat. We haven't failed any stasis checks so far. And
You've not made any.
You're running this way. We're taking out some of the big guns. That's the end of turn 2 for the Iron Warriors. I am worried a bit about losing a Warlord over here, but we're already getting pressure down towards this line. And we're doing some things over on this flank to build a cushion against a potential White Scars push on this side as well. So let's see what the speedy boys from space can do in turn 2. During the White Scars movement phase, the Khan called out and decided to split the forces in half. Around this side we have the fast units, the bikers, the outriders, and the land speeders that hit the edge of the board and then regrouped, and they're suppressed here. They're just snap firing. And here's the multi-melter scimitar jet bikes. And here's the plasma shooting outriders. And my Warsmith is reeling. 2 of the automata have been taken down. There is only 1 holding firm with him down there. And he's going to be caught in a crossfire. Yes, the White Scars are going for Slay the Warlord. Not going to lie, it seems very likely there's a lot of guns about to happen this way. But doing this means that those multi-melters are going to be in return fire range of that Leviathan Dreadnought there. They are putting themselves in harm's way. Mind you, if they return fire into the Leviathan Dreadnought, that could be a kill, that could be an exchange. They're also leaving themselves kind of open to getting charged by a tactical squad. I mean, those tactical squads have already seen off those skimmers over there. Maybe these tactical squads deserve a name up. We'll see. Tactical squads win games. That's what's happening over here. Warlord killers on the cards, and then the counterpunch from the Iron Warriors might be brutal. And then in the reserves phase, neither of the tactical squads came on. And we have the tail of the second half over here where the command squad did come on, and I immediately intercepted it and blew up the Rhino. So the Rhino's dead. The Tyrant Siege Terminators took it out. The command squad are out on foot and they're not pinned. And then when the second Khan, because we've got Khan number 1, Khan number 2, Quinzar, and Hibu Khan. They're both here, side by side, high-fiving it.
Reunited at last.
Reunited because it feels so... You know, in the book, in the audio, they're like, they're doing all that stuff. They're not singing reunited because it feels so good.
Would it sound the same over a Vox, would it?
No. Take it away. You know the song?
No.
That's coming over the Vox. They're moving this way. The tactical squad that were next to that Rhino spent my second reaction and jumped back in it again because they'd never heard... They never heard singing so bad. And I didn't want to just feed you a tactical squad for free. You're going to have to crack open the tin can first to get to the soft meat. So there is a push here. Also, you did your psychic thing, so these moved a really long way over here. This is your command section round here.
Apparently so.
They mean to take this objective, pushing rather hard on this flank as well. And with those tactical squads still in reserve, coming on in turn 3, there's still, and because they move so quick, there could be a push still here. There could be a secondary support over here. There's still all to play for. But can the White Scars take down the enemy Warlord? We're going to start here with the Outriders firing into the Warlord's unit. And I'm going to use my last reaction to form a shield wall with that massive shield he's got. And you're hitting on 3s. And there's a couple of 1s again. Because of shield wall, these are 5s to wound now. You're not going to... How do you keep doing it with all the plasma all the time? 5 up and buns. He's still alive on a wound. And the overheats also took out one of the Outriders as well. Those plasma cells that those bikes are carrying are definitely volatile. Maybe they're taking a couple of stray rounds. Anyway, with the automata reeling on 1 wound remaining, the multi-melter team on the bikes are firing everything in. Hitting on 3s. And shield wall lasts until the end of the shooting phase. So these straight 8 melters become strength 7 versus toughness 7.
Oh no.
And it kicked in. It stopped one of them. 5 up and button. Which I fail. Means the bodyguard unit is dead and the warsmith stands alone. But that could have been better by the White Scars. They could have taken down the warlord as well. Then a couple more shots rattled out. A couple of these tactical marines fell down. And that's the end of the shooting phase for the White Scars. And interestingly enough, my warlord does have to take a leadership test to that when he sees his automata go. And of course, he holds firm. Iron within, iron without, all that kind of shenanigans. Then we come down here for the charge phase. The command squad want to crack open this rhino, looking for a 5. That's a 6. And the command squad engage the rhino, then the airborne Kashyyyk make their setup move, and they need a 4 to engage the rhino as well. And they fail. So that would be a cool check.
Uh-oh.
Or they'll be stunned. They're not stunned. Stunned is if you fail a charge, basically, and you fail your cool check. You can't make any further reactions. They're like, what's going on? We were supposed to get here. We're not here anymore. Right, that's the only charge. So then the White Scars pile in and do all their attacks. Hibukan took a wound off the rhino, a hull point off the rhino, and then all the chain axes did nothing. Now we're on to a bajillion fists. And you always hit tanks on 2s.
Yep.
Because tanks can't fight. 3s will crack open the rear armour. Yeah, that's a dead rhino. Unit get out. Unit not pinned. And at the end of that combat, and at the end of White Scars 2, the White Scars have broken through that rhino and around the back of the complex already. And Quinzar, the warlord for the White Scars, is right down here as well. There is 2 tactical squads down here and a full unit of Tyrant Siege Terminators, and it seems like their work will be cut out for them. Then across on the other flank, I have Leviathan, Kratos, and a Warlord wandering around on his own, which can just get... I mean, who can he attach to? Attach to the tactical squad over here, link up.
Yeah, do that.
Somehow he's a bit discombobulated because the White Scars are cutting the traitors in half. As we go on to Iron Warriors, turn 3. As the battle for the installation continues, my Warsmith called out to the tactical squad nearby, and the tactical squad had to run to link up with the Warsmith over here, but at least he has a few more meat shields between him and a Melter Blast. And then after I finish the move here with a Leviathan Dreadnought as well, this is what it looks like at the end. There's 2 White Scars advanced reactions occurred. The bikes zipped back over here and the Outriders zipped all the way over there. They jump forward, they shoot, they jump back again, and what was a target-rich environment is now very target-not-rich.
Singular.
Exactly. The only thing the Kratos can now see is the unit of speeders here that did regroup. They've lost their suppressed status, but are more than 24 inches away, so out of range for return fire. Get rid of the speeders. The White Scars might be fast, but they can't avoid everything. All the firepower that is happening over there. We will kill something. And then we came down here to the installation, and I was afraid to move everything. They've heard on the Vox that White Scars can be a bit skittish. They saw what happened. They've seen what happened over there, so they decided to hold firm. Mainly because my Leviathan Dreadnought currently is in range of your Warlord's unit. You shot at my Warlord's unit, I'll shoot at your Warlord's unit. And if a Leviathan stays still, he gets 2 extra shots, 1 each for the storm cannons as he manages to aim fully. And if I moved anything down here, then he would probably no longer be in range of your Warlord's unit. So they've been ordered to hold, open fire, and let the enemy come on to our guns. So let's start the shooting phase. Let's start with that Leviathan Dreadnought, and let's tickle the enemy Warlord. Here is 2 storm cannon arrays, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, but 5s breach, and they're all 2 damage, and there's 3 breaches. So those are 2 up saves. You do unmodified saves, but they're 2s. You're good. And then those are 5s. And you fail every single one.
Oh, no.
But you ever feel no pain as well?
I do, 6 ups.
They are Ebon Kashig. They're sent here to die. And 3 of them were pretty good at dying. And then the Volkite hits them, and the Volkite will wound them on 3s. That's 3 more wounds, but Terminator plate against this heat beam weapon. 1 gets through. Fail the feel no pain. Here's the Flagerate. There's another 1 to take. And so there's 1 left on 1 wound with your Warlord. And up here on the installation is a full squad of Tyrant Siege Terminators. You ready for this?
No.
This guy hits on a 2. He's my, okay, that one. And then all of these, this is the bolters, because one of your guys is on a wound, right? We've got firepower too, so we can fire all our guns. Bolter fire can't kill a Terminator though, can it?
No, not at all.
It's not like it's already happened in this battle report. 5s. There's only 4 wounds.
Oh, it's only 4.
But you need 1 to get through.
2 ups. We're good.
You make them all, okay.
Oh.
And now the Tyrant rocket launcher system is coming in with breaker shells. One of them hits onto 2. He's been training. These guys hit on 3s. That was really bad. Only half of them hit. Strength 9. They all wound, and they're all full armor saves against you. They're AP3, but they are all 2 damage. So you can all do 2 up saves, and then we'll see what happens.
See what's left.
Yeah. And the Tyrant Siege Terminators take down the last of the Ebon Kashig and Quinjar is stood alone, which will give the White Scars some interesting decisions to make. Now I've got this tactical squad, and they can see on this side. They can see on this side. We're going to fire everything into the squad down here with bolter shells, because bolter shells can't hurt 2 up saves, we've discovered. Extra shots with Fury of the First. Definitely not going to hurt though. We definitely haven't seen any deaths yet, except for all the ones we have. Winning on 4s, that was a good roll.
That was.
And then 2s, just great, just 2s.
Yeah, the amount you've said this isn't going to kill any, right?
No. Get 1,
Apart from
2.
2.
We get 2.
Yeah, chain axes.
Okay, bolt guns are good now. Right, then we're going to rinse and repeat with tactical squad number 2. And after roll and hit and wound, here's a chunk more 2 up saves.
Yeah, can you stop spiking now, please?
They've been good. And okay, that didn't kill any.
Okay, you spike, I'll spike.
Okay, so there's still too many left there, but they are in range of the phosphex shots. Now, normally they would be firing indirectly, but there's my siege breaker. He can see them, so we'll fire directly. We'll aim and put the blast down. We'll put it on his head. Small blasts rain from the sky. Everything hit, and it burns straight through ceramite on a 3. And 5's breach. And 1's definitely dead. And the rest are all 2 up saves. And 2 are gone. It's 2 out of 4 gone. I've put this token here because that's a panic 3 check. We'll get back to that in a minute. Panic 3 from their leadership. But he is leadership 10. He might be able to hold. That's the firepower down here. That's the defense of the installation. Getting rid of the Terminators and hurting that command squad was good. The last thing left to fire now is a Kratos firing all of his guns down here on the speeders. He can't even return fire because they're out of range.
You bully.
Here's some Lance cannons. 2 of them hit. 2s. That kills 1 of the land speeders. That's 4 damage. Dead. Here's the big gun of doom. Both of it hits. Strength 9, AP 2. They're dead. They're wiped out. That's it for the shooting phase. Killing 2 more units utterly. Will Hibu Khan break? Leadership 7 as Phosphex burns around him. No, he holds. What a big damn hero. Quinjar may also break, seeing his buddies die around him. He holds as well. And so at the end of Iron Hands turn 3, we are still pushing down towards this objective here, but there's still 2 full units of White Scars ready to roll in reserve. Just Craig as well. It's your turn 3 in a minute. In turn 4, all reserves come on automatically. It's not like the 3rd edition missions where they can stay off for the entirety of the game. So they have to come in by turn 4, and then you've got these bikers here, then you've got these outriders here, then you've still got a bit of punch here, and let's face it, quite a lot of traitors to get through. As we go into White Scars turn 3, words. So the White Scars continue to push the fortification, and all the units down here hold. The Iron Warriors are exactly where they want to be. No movement reactions, but it's quite interesting. Looks like Quinjar, on his own, is going to try and take on a tactical squad. Let's face it, he can. And then these guys, it looks like they're going for the tactical squads. Probably just tickling the turret siege, but leaving them for now, which is an interesting decision. You could have put everything into them, but I guess taking away the soft meat means that there's going to be a lot of things here for the tyrant to deal with, as well as ensuring that they don't get down here to stop the White Scars scoring that in turn 5. I can't score it, but they can. So it's just, this is one hell of a fur fight down here. Don't know how it's going to go. I like the idea that you're going for the soft meat, though. Yep. That's quite clever. That I didn't expect that. And then round here, and also I didn't move anything because, didn't need to. And I wanted you to get within 12 over here so you could give me free movement. And over here, you've been cagey and very White Scarry.
Squad, isn't it? Just circle around them.
This is very White Scarry. Yeah, you've still got 1 Rhino in reserve rolling on, but one of them came on here. Yep. Here's tactical squad number 2. There's the Outriders. There's the Bikers. Way back from the Iron Warriors push, so as not to get them extra movement, not to get them running down towards you. Now the Warsmith has joined that tactical squad. I don't think they know what they've let themselves in for as we go into the shooting phase. So let's start shooting at them. Starting with this tactical stealth squad down here, I might as well return fire. There's a lot of shots coming in. And there's a couple of guys down here that can't see. Yep. So because of Fury of the Legion, I'm going to actually have more guns in the return fire. And the White Scars have 16 shots which hit on 3s and wound on 4s. And the Iron Warriors get 3 up saves and one of them falls. Meanwhile, the Iron Warriors fire back with 30 shots, which wound on 4s and drop dice don't count. And then 3 up saves, and the White Scars lose 4 in return. Yep. 4 for 1. Then the second team fired in, and they only get 1 more.
Wow, you're saving.
Then a Havoc launcher from the Rhino comes whistling in and hits on a 3 and misses.
Scattering?
Scattering a little bit. Still hits 5. Wounds on 3s. It is pinning 1, so it's 2 that come through. You kill 1 more. I will take a pinning test, but without the penalty. Hey, look. The Iron Warriors rule will actually kick in.
I had to give you a reason to use it, didn't I?
Thanks.
Yeah.
So far the Iron Warriors have been pretty good at saving, but now they're going to get shot at by plasma. Maximal firing 1 more time. Hitting on 3s. There's always a couple of overloads. Wounding on 2s, but 4s breach. There's a breach. Let's do 3 up saves on them, and there's a barricade there, which helps me. And so in that crossfire, none of the Iron Warriors fall, and indeed, another plasma coil on one of the Outriders explodes under the saddle. They really should charge up those capacitors correctly. There's only 2 Outriders remaining. And then the last thing to shoot on this side of the battlefield is 6 multi-melters. What are you firing them at?
I think we know, don't we?
The same target.
I committed, and I was kind of expecting to be in a better state than this.
I thought there'd be a lot more deaths.
You're saving, sir.
The multi-melters will do it. The multi-melters will do it. 3s to hit. The 5 out of 6 hit. That's really good shooting. 2s? That's pretty good wounding. There is a barricade. I'm ducking below a barricade. And it saves me once. And that leaves 4 of the Iron Warriors stood there with my Warlord. As we come down to this side, the fight for the installation. And Just Craig decided no more shots.
I'm not giving you return fire.
No return. You don't want to give me return fire.
No,
okay.
thank you.
So that's the end of the shooting phase. Right, over here, they need a leadership test, leadership 10.
Oh.
We hold. And then a suppress, stunning the Havoc 1. We're good. We're good. We hold. My Warlord is a good boy. So we come down to the fight on the Iron Warriors objectives, and setup gets the White Scars in. Command Squad are in. Quinjara's in. And the last of the Golden Kashig with the Stormseer is in. Fighting Tactical Marines. Let's see what Quinjara can do at a high initiative. He hits on 3s. 5's crit, and just, right, he kills 1 straight away. You can put that on the Sarge, it's a crit. And then 3 to wound. He kills 2. Mm-hmm. Now the Stormseer with his staff, he's going to hit on 3s, higher initiative, and wound on 2s. But I will get a save against this, and I'm good. And another one, I'm good. Then the Brave Tacticals fight back, putting everything into your Warlord. Chance to get a drop of blood, that's 2 hits. There's a wound. Will we make him bleed? Yes, we do. Now we have the Golden Kashig. He's doing the Power Maul thing.
He is.
Because, more attacks. That's 2 attacks. Kills on 2s. Kills 2 more. And at the end of the combat, it still looks like this. There's still 6 Tactical Marines. They're veteran Tactical Marines. And I lost 4 for none in return. But I outnumber them. And I've got a Vexilla. So it's -2 to my leadership 9. They break anyway. They're gone anyway. They're gone. They go that far. And when the tactical squad break and run and end up here, Quinjar, the Warlord, chases them down, pursues them down. So they're still locked up in combat, and I won't be able to shoot this Warlord. But their second squad, the Stormseer and the Cavalry, failed to pursue. I mean, you declare, when you do a pursuit, by the way, you have to move the maximum, you have to try and get there. So that's why they ended up coming straight here. But they're in the open.
No, but
he's still chopping, he's still in his happy place. This unit is still routed. And now we have a command squad versus a tactical squad. Then despite the tactical squad managing to get a couple of wounds through, the Artificer armor on the command squad held firm, and they beat them to a pulp. And this is the end of the combat. You're all over the entrance to the fortification. Defending against this triple push from 3 units now is a Phosphex team and the Tyrant Siege Terminators. I need this pinning stuff to work. We've only got 2 more turns. And then over here, I'm scared to get closer to that objective because then the White Scars will disappear everywhere again. But I need to get closer to the objective. That's the goal. That's the order that the Warsmith is yelling out as we go into Iron Warriors turn 4. At the end of the movement phase, the Warsmith continues his long march, expecting some of the White Scars to blink and go right or left or roll all over the place, but they're staying still. They're holding firm, putting walls of ceramite between me and the objective that I want to get to, which means they are going to get lit up this turn. Still the Kratos there. There's still the Leviathan there. But down at the fortification, when the Tyrant Siege Terminators came climbing down, the command squad did move. They did split up all over the place. To be fair, they were really densely packed, which would have been beautiful for some Phosphex launchers to land on their heads. And another thing that the White Scars could have done is reacted so far back. Because this unit is heavy, you only get a 1-inch setup move. And then, because they'd have reacted too far back, the 1-inch setup move plus up to D6 on the charge, you could have made the charge impossible. So the Tyrant Siege couldn't have charged them. But then they would have been densely packed on this side. Densely packed on one side and densely packed on the other. So that's what we are dealing with down here. I think the Tyrant Siege need to shoot the bikers and charge your command squad. I think that's what needs to happen here. So let's do that. We need to hold the line. Here's the shots into the bikes from the Sergeant on the 2, from the other guys. And then wounding on 2s, but they're AP3, all 1 damage. And it's 2 up saves everywhere. And
1 wound.
Okay. So 1's on a wound. Here's some bolter. Death. Just Craig.
Yeah.
Don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but bolts seem to be highly effective in this edition.
Definitely do.
Yeah. Particularly when they're wounding on 4s.
Not necessarily without rolling. 2 up saves all rounds.
Yes, many to upset. That's 3 that got through.
At this point,
Storm Seers of Thaumaturgy.
they come with Thaumaturgy by standard, and we can take Storm Calling.
So Thaumaturgy, you pass a psychic test.
And you roll a 4 up.
And a 4 up.
And the model is resurrected on full wounds.
Brilliant. So, willpower check. That's a willpower check. 4+, you get the guy back. You don't get the guy back. And at the end of that blizzard of firepower, the Stormseer is there on 2 wounds remaining. Okay. Now let's rain point blank phosphor fire into the command squad. And we're going to pray to possibly Gork or Mork. It doesn't miss, because orcs are really good shooting. Everything hits. Just Craig.
Have I been a tactical genius?
Seeing what you did there, I'm only hitting 1 each with 1 template. That's why you spent that on the reaction. I like it. Right.
Well.
Phosphex burns on 3s. No breachy.
Good.
So those are just 2 up saves. Okay. You save. But we did cause a wound that you saved. So it will be a panic 3 check still. Right. We'll get back to that. Got this little nugget over here. We've got those multi-melter bikes staring straight at a Kratos. I'm doing the giant gun and the las cannons together because it all hits on 3s and those are 5 hits. And you'll pick them up on 2s and you're picking up 5 of them. Multi-melter's out of range, but the autocannon hits once and breaches and doesn't? No, that doesn't breach. On a Leviathan, it breaches on a 5. Normal autocannons breach on a 6. So that is still a threat save. And you got 1 left. Okay, so that's 1 problem dealt with, sort of. 1 bike I can deal with. Over here, much as I'm loath to do it, I'm going to have to shoot the Leviathan into those Outriders, even though they're pretty good at killing themselves when they shoot me. I'd love to spray murder down into that tactical squad there, but I don't think a tactical squad without any support want to charge a unit with a Warsmith in. In fact, I might even want to charge them. But we do need to get rid of those Outriders because those plasmas have been stinging. So we're firing everything with a Leviathan in. And not returning fire to this one. Okay, so that kills. They breach. Yep. That kills the Outrider squad. Okay, so that nuisance has been removed. I've got a couple of tactical squads here, and these guys facing off against my Warlord. And you've got a leadership test on this last lone bike over here, leadership 8. And he holds. Okay, so that's leadership for down here. Over here, though, panic -3 test as the ground beneath their feet burns. And they panic. The command squad are routed. It worked. That means they're initiative 1, so if I charge them, all my stuff swings first, and then... But, now they're routed and going the other way. That's your Warlord there. If I charge the Tyrant Siege Terminators and squeeze in that gap... Oh, no, the Stormseer. He's going to need to take a leadership test. Maybe he's routed. It will give me more of a gap. Let's roll high for him. Okay, you don't roll high for him. Right, we're going to do a 1-inch setup move with the Tyrant Siege Terminators, and we have to declare both of these as the targeted charge, because he's going to sit in there. That's the plan.
You can't multi-charge.
No, sorry, he's just the target of the charge, which allows us to get within an inch of a thing. Yeah, you can't multi-charge, but you can get within an inch if it is the only way to engage the primary target. That's how that works. I think I need a 4, though. There's a 4. Okay, so we charge. It looks like this. We're not charging there. They're routed. I'm not declaring any challenge.
I challenge ye.
Well, then I have to accept otherwise.
Khan.
I'm disgraced. I have got my Pimp Centurion.
Give yourself status. Let's see how this goes.
Let's do this. So Paragon of Battle versus Quinjar. Both weapon skill 6. Both 5 attacks. The focus roll right now, you're currently winning it. I do have a lot for outside support, though. What gambit?
Seize initiative.
Seize initiative. I'm going for finishing blow. Ooh. So you seize initiative, roll 2d6, pick the highest, and the highest goes there. And finishing blow is I roll 2 and pick the lowest. So you're definitely going first. He's got 5 attacks, +1 for the focus roll, and he hits on 4s.
Crits on 5s.
Does he?
Yep.
Okay. So those three, okay, they're already wounds. Right. Anything else?
Nope.
Are they AP2?
Yep.
Okay. How much damage are they?
Just one base, but crit.
So so that's 6 damage.
Yeah.
Before I even get a chance. That was fast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was very white scar.
I'll tell you and your saves at the moment.
I dropped one.
There you go.
4 up saves. I got to make 2 of these. Wow.
That was a big challenge.
Yeah, this very white scar. He's gone. He's cut in half. Okay, now we need to resolve the rest of the murder bowl before we put Quinjar back in there. Now the Stormseer is punching back against those Terminators, and you did force the weapon, and 3 of them hit.
Strength +2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, right. That's a 2 up save or 1 dice because you did force.
Nope.
Good. The rest of these are going in to your dude then.
Mm-hmm.
So here is my Siege Breaker. He hits you that many times, and it is a Strength 8 hammer, which pins it. Right, they're all two. Yeah, he needs to make a lot of 5s.
Yeah.
Right,
Not today.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Then at the end of that, I killed 1 model. That's worth 4 models in a challenge, so I'm losing by 3. I have a Vexilla, I'm losing by 2. I outnumber you, I'm losing by 1. Somehow I lose.
You lose the combat.
I lose by 1. Leadership 9 becomes Leadership 8.
That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we hold. And at the end of that muster cluck, it looks like this. Just Craig.
Yeah, I got this.
I think, yeah, he might have... He's in his happy place. Quinjar is in his happy place. Look at him surrounded by all those traitors.
Yep.
This way he doesn't have to chase halfway across the galaxy to kill them. They'll come right to you. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I've got this.
Particularly with this unit routed and falling back as well. Particularly with my Warlord on the other side. Warsmith, big balls over there, coming straight down towards the home field objective for the White Scars. Mind you, there's only 4 Iron Warriors with my Warsmith down here, and surely 16 White Scars can take down just 4 puny Iron Warriors. Before you start multi-meltering the Warsmith in the back, surely the White Scars are going to be fine. Surely. Why do I keep saying surely? It's gone to White Scars turn 4. And then, in White Scars turn 4, 1 unit moved. And that's it. The last of the reserves came charging on this way. And now we've got 27 Marines plus a multi-melter. Looking at my Warlord and the 4 Iron Warrior bodyguards with him.
16 of those didn't move.
6. Oh yeah, they didn't move. They didn't move, so they'll get Fury the First. Plus you've got Rhinos. Plus you've got Havoc launchers. It looks like you should be able to slay the Warlord. Should be able to slay the Warlord. Because down at the other end, it looks like I should be able to slay the Warlord as well. This unit are routed, falling back. So whether they can hold it if they regroup and then they're going to get shelled again. It looks like no one's going to take either objective at the moment.
At the moment.
Then it'll come down to D3 each for Warlord and D3 for killing more. I don't know who's killed more yet. It's been really bloody. Okay, yeah, maybe I killed a bit more. But you brought a lot more units. But that's why I like the D3 thing, because you just don't know outright. It's like, my Warlord might only be worth... My Warlord might be worth the full 3 points if you take him down, because he's important.
He's not important.
And yours might only be worth 1 because, you know, this is where he fell, and this is the end of the Black Library novel. This is where he... Did he make the siege, Quinjar? I'm not sure.
So, from what I recall.
I can't remember that one. Anyway, let's do a bajillion bolter shots into Iron Warriors. Let's see if they can slay a Warlord. Here's unit number 1 firing in. I might as well return fire while I can.
18 shots?
Yep.
15 on 3s.
Yep. Only dropping 2 hits, but can they wound? On 4s. Yes, they can. 3 up saves. Last turn I was bossing this. This turn, they're all dead. The Warsmith is stood on his own. Then in the return fire, I killed nothing back, which kind of balanced out because last turn it was bad for you, good for me. This time it was, So now he's on his own. Now he's getting shot at by 20 guys first. Bot guns for the win. But my Warsmith is in Terminator plate, so you need 5s. And then a chunk of 2 up saves. And that one's really cocked. And you make him bleed.
8 wounds.
And then he gets shot 30 more times. Just Craig.
Yeah.
I just found out that Warsmiths start off with 7 wounds.
Oh, yeah, but What?
No, they don't.
Good.
He's down to 4.
We keep on saying about how good bolters are.
Yes.
This will end well, right?
This is death by firing squad. 3s to hit with Fury of the Legion. And 22 hit. Now 5s to wound.
Oh.
And only 5 wounds came through, and he makes all the saves. And now we're on to rhinos.
Rhinos.
Then 2 wounds came through from the rhinos, and that's another drop of blood. And then let's see what the Havoc launchers do. 1 hit, 1 miss. And the one that hit does wound. And takes another drop of blood and puts him down to 2.
1 multi-melter
remaining.
left.
1 multi-melter.
1 free wound model.
He's got 2 wounds right now.
Okay.
This is for all the beans. This is for all the warlord points. 3s to hit with a multi-misser. And it's a 2.
No!
It misses.
It could have happened.
It lived to its name. That's turn 4. I mean, turn 5, maybe you get him. I'm not the kind of person who would run away and hide
You're not
behind.
at all, are you?
Would I do that with my warlord? On 2 wounds remaining. There's no charges going on here. So we're down all the way over here.
I challenge you.
To this. I don't want to challenge.
I challenge you.
I've got my siege breaker in there and everything. I guess he's got to have to accept. No, wait, 1 minute. If I accept this challenge, then you remove the models, you put them to one side, you do the challenge, then you resolve the rest of the fight, and then after the entire fight's gone, the challenge guy goes back in.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So everything else won't be able to hit you.
Yes, sounds good.
Everything. I'm going to have my disgrace status. Thank you very much. It's disgraceful what's happening down here. You're running away. We're not. You can just swing. You can just swing, mate. We'll let you swing.
Who am I to you?
We don't even know your name. Yeah, exactly.
He's Kinzar.
Right.
Who are you?
It's a Jeff, the siege break.
Make it better name than Jeff, please.
In the Black Library. Jeffus.
Jeffus. Maximus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All silliness aside, where are you putting all your attacks?
5 attacks into a tacticals. I need to maximise body count
Okay.
as I live.
Right, okay.
So hitting you on freeze.
Yes. And then 5 just kill him.
Right. Just kill. So 2 just dead.
Right, the crits. And then... Right, here's all the Tyrant Siege Fists that are in range. We need 3 to hit him. No, 5s to hit him. Look at that. Really, you called us disgraceful. So they're like, no, mate, I'll show you what a power fist to the face feels like. There you go. 5 invulnerable saves on Quinn Shah. Who is he? No one knows.
He's going to live.
Everyone's heard of Jeff, though. Slay the Warlord. And so at the end of all of that, Quinn Shah is gone. The Terminators and the Tactical Squad regroup. Your command squad need to test to remove their stasis.
They're good.
Yep, Hibikhan is leadership 10. They are no longer routed. And my Turret Siege Terminators do have a stasis on them.
They do.
Which I can't check until the end of turn 5. Because the idea is to stop you scoring that. Mm-hmm. And if I still have this disgrace stasis on me in turn 5, then not going to stop you scoring that. But I've got some phosphex there.
You could well status me out of this.
Still,
as well.
I could still stasis you off the stasis thing. So this is still all to play for over here. As we go into Iron Warriors turn 5. Just Craig,
yeah.
Do you want to learn something together with
Come
me?
on, man. Let's go on a journey.
I've never done the disgrace thing before.
That's because you're a legend and you would never decline the challenge.
Exactly, but I'm playing Iron Warriors and they're pussies. Everyone knows it. So it says here, where are we? Here it is. Unlike other stasises, the disgrace stasis is automatically removed in the end phase of the same player turn in which it was inflicted. So they're not disgraced anymore.
Oh.
So it goes away. Everyone forgets that guy was a bit of a pussy there because he's holding Hibukhan's head on the end of his graviton hammer right now. It's fizzing. Right now we're going to do Iron Warriors turn 5.
Yep.
Right, it's all very simple. My Warsmith had a decision to make whether to step back and hide or come charging forward, and he came charging forward, baiting, taunting to the White Scars. Do you want to run?
I will point
run
out
away?
to the audience.
Do you want to run away?
You moved your warlord around the corner behind the hill.
Yeah.
You ran.
And then,
I called you a name.
Yeah.
And then you decided to change your mind and come back towards me. There was no honour in that.
You are a master at baiting. You know?
Yes.
Baiting.
Some say.
If someone asks me who is the biggest master baiter I know,
Just Craig.
Just Craig. So I'm running now in the middle of the open straight towards a gun line of 20 guns. It's the cool thing to do.
Absolutely.
We're doing the cool thing to do, and To be fair on you, you didn't react and jump back inside your steel coffin.
Yeah.
You're standing and taking it. So this is going to be interesting. Down here.
I have once again deprived you of a coward's way out of this.
What? You spread out all over the place in case Phosphex comes running in.
You're going to Phosphex me. That's not a brave way to end this game.
Well, yeah.
A real man wouldn't fire with Phosphex.
The problem with the Phosphex right now is if I miss and I panic me. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So we're actually...
Have you missed with Phosphex yet?
No, but now would be the time. Therefore, if I haven't missed before, that means I'm going to miss all the shots now, you see.
Try it.
So, no, we're not Phosphexing. What we're going to do, I'll give you a tickle with some bolters, and then all the Tyrant Siege Terminators are going to shoot at your command squad and need to hold this objective. Right, the tactical squad fired in. You made all your artificer save, but here are all the combi bolters from the Tyrant Siege. All the bolters. Wound on force. Then you have many 2-up saves.
2-up saves. I got
many
this.
2-up saves. You
Three
take that. Okay, one and a
good.
half.
Yep.
Right, now the Tyrant Siege Terminators, they have their 1-shot AP3 stuff, or they have 3-shot anti-infantry, but it does breach. So here's the breachy ones. This guy hits on a 2, that guy. He's good. And then these guys hit on 3s. And then Schwarmer missiles, they wound on 3s, breach on 6s. Are you in the open? I think you are. Mm-hmm. So they're wounded already, and then these are 2-up saves.
Oh my.
Did you just roll 3 more ones?
3 more ones.
That is like 8 wounds? That leaves 1 left in the command squad with Hibu Khan.
They've changed their mind. They don't want this anymore.
Yeah, they're facing down 10 Tyrant Siege Terminators. I mean, it was heroic stuff round here.
I tried.
And, yeah. Then we came back down to this side of the battlefield where Kratos overkilled the last multi-melter bike there, firing everything into them. And the Leviathan, whose Phosphex shells are still out of range, shot half of the unit here. The reason why I'm doing that is because falling back units count as destroyed. So, half dead. Then I've got my Warsmith.
Yep.
He's got a combi grav, a 1-shot combi grav, which hits, lands nice and lovely there. It's going to wound on 2s, and you get full armor saves against that grav weapon. And it takes one of them out. But that's the end of the shooting phase, and it does pin. So I'm trying to get you down to initiative 1. So you have to make a cool check. I think it's a -1. Now we need to check. Yes, pinning is against cool. It's cool 1, pinning 1, so they are pinned. And then we've got 1 more leadership test over there by the fortification for Hibu Khan. Leadership 10.
Oh no.
And he's routed again. And with the White Scars in disarray, the Tyrant Siege will charge. And the traitors surround Hibu Khan. And then round here with a 1-inch setup move from my Warsmith, he's going to need a 5 to charge the pin unit he just grabbed to death. And that's a 5. Oh yeah, we forgot to do the leadership test on the unit nearby. They're good. You do have all the volley fire to come in. And we rolled off camera for the volley fire because nothing ever happens. And you got 2 wounds through.
It can happen. Imagine your embarrassment.
I've got two saves to make.
No, because it ever rolled a double 1 before.
It's not going to be Snake Eyes.
Oh, I saw the one.
Right, he's down to 1 wound. Right, let's start here. Let's start here because actually you could potentially kill him in close combat because you're pinned your initiative 1, so he gets to swing first with his big hammer. And we're gonna hit on 3s and we're gonna kill him on 2s. Right, we kill 4 of them.
This is fine.
Okay, so now I've got my Warlord of 1 wound remaining, surrounded by 5 tactical marines. 5s to hit, 5s to wound. Can you chip off the last
I got this.
Wound?
I
You hit twice. You hit twice.
Still enough.
There's still a chance. I still believe. No.
How's it believing?
No. All right. Leadership -4, which becomes -3 because.
I remember.
Yeah. They hold. They now have a routed status. No, 1 minute. They break.
Yep.
I'm slow and purposeful. I can't pursue. So they're routed running in this direction, and there's my Warlord on 1 wound, and he's not engaged. I'd have rather you passed so that we'd still be locked in combat, because now You get to shoot my warlord
Do you know what's going to be
all
hilarious?
over again.
I'm going to run you over.
Run me over with a tank
Yes.
tank shock on the way through as well. That'd be interesting, yeah. I mean, it's going to hit him on a 2, and then, yeah, okay.
That goes next turn.
Meanwhile, over here, talking about routed, you can't issue any challenges because you've got a thing.
Yeah.
So let's just hit you with a bajillion. Well, he'll actually swing first with his hammer. The Siegebreaker might actually do something because he's going to swing at initiative 3 and hit that many times and wound on 2s. And they're all -2 damage, yeah. You got a gun of shield?
I do. So 5 up.
No. Yes. So he's smushed. So Hibu Khan stands alone versus 10 Tyrant Siege Terminators, but all these attacks happen at the same time. So let's find out what Hibu can do. Find out what can he do.
Well, skill 6.
Is
so
he?
3's to hit.
He hits once.
That's a shame. Isn't
That's a hit.
Strength 6.
Okay, 3's to wound.
It's not a wound.
Oh, right. Right, now I need to hit him back, but he's slippery. We need 5s. And then 2s? Okay, that's a lot of 4-up and vulnerable saves.
5 ups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many times over.
And it took till the very end of turn 5, but the Iron Warriors have managed to secure this fortification here, which they wish to hold because it turns out it's a nuclear missile silo, and we want to nuke this planet. It's the only way to be sure. So you currently won't get this objective, and I'm not getting your objective either.
Yep.
But it is D3 for Warlord and D3 for killing more, and we're going on to White Scar's turn 5, and my Warsmith is on 1 wound. Let's find out if the White Scars can kill him. So, you got a Nuncio Vox on your router status, guys.
Yep.
They busily Vox through to your high command. Oh, no. Where's your commander's gone?
The static of Stephanie.
There is no response, so you can't use your Vox. So just to explain all those shenanigans. The Nuncio Vox only works if you have someone with a command subtype on the battlefield to Vox through to, which you don't have.
Yeah.
So they're still routed. They're going to hit the edge of the board.
Yeah.
Then they're going to roll 2d6 and pass their leadership, which they do. So they'll regroup on the edge of the board, lose the router status, and gain the suppressed status.
Understood.
So they're snap firing instead. Right, so in the movement phase for the White Scars, nothing going on up here. It's all about Slay the Warlord.
Yep.
There's one tactical squad. This tactical squad's staying still for Fury of the Legion. That one moving around the edge so they can see.
Yep.
And then in the movement phase, you do a tank shock. So you just move that to the other side, and that does D6, strength 6, automatic hits. Yes, hello.
You can react.
I can do a Death of Glory.
Yes.
But I don't have enough damage to actually... I could pin it in place, actually, because you need to pin it or kill it. And if I fail to pin it or kill it, you get crushed and you die.
Sounds good to me.
So instead, I'm just dodging to one side.
You're going to die.
You're dodging to one side. And you're going to wing me as you go past, but the Terminator plate will hold firm.
Sure.
So D6. We're not Death or Glorying. That's the... Why did you roll the 6?
Because it's meant to be.
Okay, we're on 3s. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to be impaled on a... See, 4
2.
ones.
2.
My name is not Khan. My name is Jeff. See, he's fine.
Yep.
He's fine.
Okay.
Do you want to shoot me with a rhino?
I'm going to shoot you with everything.
Okay. Starting with the suppressed squad that I punched in the face. Because if they stole the glory, then they can go back to the locker room and say, hey, we
did a thing even in...
Yeah, you got 10 shots. Not you, but you have 5 more shots. So there's 1 hit, and then roll again. Right, they get 2 hits through. 5's to wound. No. Right, we did that. Right, so next we're doing the 15 shots from this unit plus the 12 from this unit. We're doing it all together because let's face it, if the Warsmith falls in this crossfire, no one knows who pulled the trigger on this one. That wall is about to come crumbling down with mass reactive rounds. You're hitting on 3. Ouchie. I'm winning on 5s. Okay. Math says you may have punched his ticket.
Maths can be wrong.
Otherwise, it's going to come down to rhinos, you know.
Yeah.
2s. It's going to come down to rhinos.
That's a lot of 2s.
There's 4 2s there. 4 2s. Right. 2 combi bolters on both of the rhinos. That's 8 shots. These hit on 3s, and you only hit 3 times. These need 5s to wound. There's 1 more wound. That's
Yes!
a 1!
It
It's a
happens!
1! It's a 1. It's Slay the Warlord. And so finally, with the White Scars locking down their objective in the Wastes and the Iron Warriors locking down their objective in the installation, no one has managed to take away their primaries, but it'll come down to Warlord and kill more. And the dead piles are kind of telling a story.
Oh, it talks for itself, doesn't it?
I think I killed a bit more.
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to get D3 for kill more. That's a 1. Brilliant. Turns out the White Scars don't mind if they bleed so long as they're killing traitors. That's quite narrative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then D3 each for Warlord. Now, you're telling me that Hibu's worth a fat 5 or 6 because he's so much more, and then my Warlord's only worth 1 to you.
He is pointless.
Yeah, well, you roll. You
Yeah,
roll.
I know.
Do you want me to roll or do you want to roll,
roll
first?
first.
You want me to roll first?
Yeah.
So you want to see another 1 too? Because
Yes,
he's
please.
Pointless Jeff or something.
Yes, please. Pointless Jeff.
Okay, I've rolled a 2 then, basically. So I'm on 3 points to 0.
Rolling for a D3.
If you roll a 5 or 6, this battle is a draw.
We ready?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
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 Far from it.
No, it is a victory for the traitors
Your
this
Warlord
day.
was meaningless.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yours was worth twice as much.
My shorter story.
As much. And yeah, so the Iron Warriors bravely fight off the horrible dictatorship today and liberate this planet one more time and then nuke it so no one else can have it. And this is, they're Iron Warriors. This world is definitely ended. So any second time against Iron Warriors,
Yep.
First impressions, sir?
Their ability is a bit, especially against this list.
Yeah.
If you're leaning into 3rd edition metas, then yeah, that would be very powerful.
The Iron Warrior special rule came in once.
Yes.
But if you're playing 3rd meta lists,
Yep.
then there's loads of stasis
Yes.
all over the place and it might kick in more.
Phosphex, however,
Phosphex, however,
has attacks to take it, but ow.
Panic 3.
Yeah, the 3 is the problem.
You need a siege breaker.
Yeah.
Also, if you want it, you can put it on the Arquiter Bombards as well.
Oh.
But you need a siege breaker to unlock it on them.
I
So what it is,
those tanks.
there's an Iron Warriors detachment, right? Which is, if you get a siege breaker console, imagine this, by the way, imagine this.
Yep.
The Phosphex right on there.
Yep.
You get 2 units of Rapiers with Phosphex and 2 Arquiter Bombards with Phosphex. That's 4 units raining down Panic 3 Phosphex. And that's
your
an
enemy
Iron Warriors thing. And yeah, I know it's 115 points for a siege breaker just to get 1
Just
unit.
get utility out of him, though.
But if you're using the 115 points to unlock 4 units rather than 1, then, but I say buy 1, get 1 free. I said buy 1, get 3 free. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That is, but the important thing is, once you've discovered how dirty Phosphex is, not to make a video and put it on the internet and tell everyone
Yes.
about
Don't do it.
No. Or talk to Steve, not Rob, and say, thanks for lending me your gorgeous Iron Warriors collection. I really like it. And then I had a look through your collection and and thought, what we need is, Steve, do you want to make any more rapier batteries?
It's not getting us army back.
And a few Arquiter Bombards, maybe. Are they Arquiters out in plastic
No.
yet? They're not.
That's a problem. They're expensive.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we just start with some rapiers, I think, maybe.
They're cheap. They're plastic.
Yeah. Are there any Iron Warrior players out there that launch Phosphex across the table at each other? I'm asking for a friend. Does it work? Because the thing about it as well is it's good anti-infantry, but nothing else. It's hurting infantry. So if you are spending all those points on anti-infantry fire, you're going to need to back it up with something else as well. And then when you start cooking a list together like that, then what have you actually got left for troops or speed? Or I'm not sure how viable it is. Maybe instead of 2 and 2, maybe 2 and 1, maybe 2. Right, okay.
That's an off-camera chat.
I need to go away, smoke a pipe, have some thinking. We do hope you enjoyed that battle report. That was awesome.
That was really good fun.
Right,
Thank you.
Yeah, happy wargaming. No, 1 minute. We need to chat. These came in really handy. Check out Just Craig
In the Discord.
in the Discord if you want some more things. Yes, these are good.
Yep.
Thank you, Just Craig.
That's all right.
They are Winters approved tokens. Happy wargaming.